Hello, everyone. So this is gonna be a super late night rant. Um, it's just that there's so much hate for gold diggers, particularly Black women who want to play the feminine role and kind of end the cycle of role reversal in the Black community. You know, like a lot of Black women are tired of being the breadwinners in their family. They're tired of being the providers of their family. They would like the men to step up and actually be men and play the role of provider and protector for the family, but they aren't able to. And there's just a lot of hate, particularly from Black men, because they don't want to do it. They want to be the women. They want to be the feminine source. They want to be taken care of by women. And it's disgusting. And I'm just like, why is there so much hate for gold diggers? You know what? Calling them a gold digger really isn't even fair. But women who want providers, why is there so much hate for women who want providers? Men, everybody accepts the fact that men go after women to have access to their bodies. Men go after women to have access to sex. But nobody has a problem with that. No one has a problem with it. It's just accepted. It's widely accepted. It's widely understood that men will just be men. Boys will just be boys. Boys will chase after girls and try to touch them and have access to their bodies and want to do stuff to them and want to have sex with them. It's understood. But when it comes to women, they're shamed for wanting resources and help and support, financial support from men. Why is that? Why are men not shamed for going after women for something as shallow as sex, but women are shamed for going after something that is literally absolutely necessary for their survival? You cannot live without money. You just can't. You can't live without money. You can't do anything without money in this capitalist world. But women are shamed for wanting resources and money from the men who solicit them for sex. It's okay for a man to ask for sex from a woman. It's okay for a man to hound a woman to get access to her body. It's okay to it's okay for men are not looked down upon for dating women solely for the purpose of sex. They're not. People accept it. People are like, oh yeah, men are not even looked down upon for sleeping with a whole bunch of different women just for sex. But if a woman tries to date a man for some financial help or for some access to some resources, it's a problem. Access to resources is necessary for survival. Sex isn't. Not for an individual survival. It's not. It's not necessary for an individual survival. And that's what men go after. So I mean, it just makes no sense to me. You know, it seems like this is a sexist, misogynistic, patriarchal agenda to shame women for going after resources when we literally cannot survive without resources. So I'll ask this again. Why is there so much hate for gold diggers when men just go after sex? Why? Why can't women go after something necessary for survival, but men can go after something and break homes and families and hearts time and time and time and time after again without a consequence, without being shamed, without being ridiculed for that on a societal level like women are? I don't get it. Please, someone help me understand why this is okay. Someone. It makes no sense to me. You have a bunch of men soliciting women for access to their bodies for sex. A bunch of men will do this. Harass women. There's a bunch of sexual harassment. There's assault. There's sexual assault. There's rape. There's all of this. Women are subjected to this. Women are used for sex, right? And no one looks at men, like, oh, like no one's like, you shouldn't do that. No one tells a man that, hey, like maybe you shouldn't try to exploit women for their bodies. No one tells a man that. But as soon as a woman wises up and say, hey, like all these men want to use me, let me use this to my advantage. Let me use this desire that they have for me to my advantage and obtain some resources so I can have an easier time surviving in this world. But that's a problem. But she's a gold digger. And there's a lot of hate for women like that. Why? The vast majority of wealth that women get come from men. It doesn't come from working. It's only been recent that women can have jobs like men do. This is a recent occurrence. This whole, wage gap is still existent too. So men still get paid more than women on average. Oh, hey Terry, great points exactly, but men won't ever accept and abide by that and understand that. It seems, yeah. It's like, why would you be mad at a woman who you are soliciting and trying to get sex from? Why would you be mad at her for trying to get some resources so she can have a better, more comfortable life or to survive? Because a lot of women are doing this so that they can keep a roof over their heads and food on their tables. Like a lot of women aren't just doing this for Gucci bags, right? Like this is not. A lot of this women do this for survival. Women across the board around the world, on average, women get their wealth from men. Now, of course, there are some self-made women out there, and I admire these women, and these women are amazing, especially in America, and especially in the West, right? However, this is not the global norm, right? And of course women want resources. They need resources, but they're looked down upon for trying to obtain them when men are trying to obtain sex from them. Like it makes no sense. But anyway, this was my rant. Yeah, I just think about this and it's absurd. Like the reason why I'm thinking about this is because I'm on some dating websites and it's just amazing how freely men are just like asking for access to my body. And it's like, I don't even know you. You haven't even courted me. You haven't taken me out yet. Like, block, you're gone. But it's just like the audacity that they have. But they'll be the main ones mad at a woman for asking for some resources. It's absurd. These men will be the main one angry at a woman for being like, hey, can you help me out with rent? Or can you help me out with this car note? Ladies, be smart. Get your money. Act if you have to. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Keep a roster and get this money. Because trust me, they trying to get everything they possibly can from you. They're trying to put you in your most vulnerable state. Men want to put you in your most vulnerable state, which is sex. When a woman has sex with a man, she is in her most vulnerable state and takes on most of the risk. Women are more susceptible to getting STDs. Women are the ones that get pregnant. Women face the risk of being abandoned with a child, and that hampers her ability to survive if she doesn't have help from a man. Women, and let's not even talk about the dangers of childbirth. Like women, still hundreds, thousands of women die each year from giving childbirth. Childbirth is still risky. Childbirth was very risky in our past, in our human past. They want to put you they want to put your life at risk so they can get some sexual gratification. But they have a problem with you asking for some help. They have a problem with you asking for some resources. What? Okay, so Terry says, like these on your earlier show said, men don't even like women a lot of times. So why would they submit and accept what you are saying? It's just, I mean, the audacity, like the audacity to ask someone to be in their most vulnerable state and take all this risk just so you can get some gratification. But then mad when you ask them for stuff you need. It's crazy. It's insane. Cold part is they don't try hard enough to please you in bed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't even thank you, Terry. I didn't even like think about that. Like, do you know only 12% of women actually orgasm from having sex with a man? 12%. That's it. That's it. So it's not even worth it. They take all this risk. They take on all this risk. They're in their most vulnerable state for some man to get sexual gratification. They don't even like it. It's not even fulfilling for the woman. But when the woman is like, "Hey, can you put me in this position? Can you hand over some resources? Can you help me out?" No. You know what? Only deal with providing men, ladies. So selfish and unfair. Their mindset. Yeah, men are crazy. I mean, like this is why I made the video earlier, Terry. You were there. About how they're selfish. They're so selfish. So you make sure you put yourself first and make sure any man that you ever get with prioritizes you and puts you first. Because if he doesn't, you're going to get taken advantage of badly. In every relationship that I've seen, the women give so much more and sacrifice so much more than the men do. So make sure if any man that you get, he puts you first. And make sure you train him up. Don't give him none until he creates these habits for long enough, treats you very, very well for long enough that it becomes isn't worth it unless they're providing. That's it. But anyway, thank you for coming to my rant. I have to go to bed now. It's way too late. And I shouldn't be up. But yeah, talk to you lovely people later. Bye, Terry. Thanks for commenting. I mean, Terry, you have to, they are providers. You just have to manipulate them a lot of times to be providers. You have to. Like, you can't give them what they want unless they're giving you what you want, pretty much. And trust me, they want what you got more than we want what they got. So just use that to your advantage because a lot of them don't want to be providers, but you can turn them into that if they want you bad enough. So see you later. Good night.